If you're a government employee, then you are still paying one day's salary every month to PM CARES Fund. But do you know how much the government has collected so far? Why are the RTIs getting rejected? And is PM CARES a public fund or private? PM CARES Fund was set up in March 2020 with the primary objective to deal with the emergency situation caused by COVID-19 outbreak and provide relief to those affected. Was the money used to provide any sort of relief to the public? Ever since its inception, PM CARES has been sitting on the clouds of questions. So let's understand why. Last week, 100 former civil servants wrote an open letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeking transparency over the PM CARES Fund. Before that, multiple RTIs have been filed seeking transparency over the same, but they all got rejected. All these RTI rejections have raised questions of whether PM CARES is a public fund or a private one. Documents accessed by activist Anjali Bharadwaj through an RTI query revealed that the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, while issuing the March 28 office memorandum, defined PM CARES as a fund set up by the central government. So the PM CARES Trust was registered on 28th March last year with the Revenue Department of Delhi as a government trust. If it is a government trust, it has to be subject to RTI scrutiny. But is it? No. Why not? Because the trust deed made public recently on the fund's website does not define it as a government trust. It has been defined as a public charitable trust, which makes it exempt from RTI scrutiny. It was constituted on the basis of the Prime Minister's appeal and not on government order. Point 5.3 of the trust deed says that there is no control of either the central government or any state governments, either direct or indirect, in the functioning of the trust in any manner whatsoever. PM CARES Fund received money from government staff, foreign donations, individuals as well as from private entities. Why do private entities contribute to government funds? A high-level committee stated that companies would be tempted to contribute as part of their CSR budget to government fund, such as Prime Minister National Relief Fund, which was established in 1948 to avail the double benefit of tax exemption under the Income Tax Act. But the bigger question here is, if the PM CARES Fund is not run by the government as we established earlier, then why did it continue getting corporate donations? For nearly 2 months, PM CARES received corporate money despite being a private trust until May 26, 2020, when the Corporate Affairs Ministry added the PM CARES Fund to the Companies Act retrospectively from March 28. The decision to allow uncapped corporate donations to PM CARES Fund to count as CSR expenditure is a facility also provided in Prime Minister National Relief Funds. This move goes against previous guidelines stating that CSR should not be used to fund government schemes. As PM CARES is a public charitable trust, it ideally should not be receiving CSR funds from private institutions. Now, what is a public charitable trust? As per the Section 8 of the Companies Act, a non-profit organization can register as trust, a society, or a private limited company. This trust is a public charitable trust. Another question here that opposition parties raised is why PM CARES are separate from National Disaster Response Fund when the purpose of both the funds is to help public during a crisis. So what is the primary difference between the National Disaster Response Fund, PM CARES, and PM National Relief Fund? The National Disaster Response Fund is constituted under Disaster Management Act 2005, which means that it is a government fund. PM National Relief Fund, on the other hand, is not passed in Parliament but is constituted under the Income Tax Act. However, PM CARES is not passed in the Parliament and is registered under the Companies Act, which makes it a private entity. To clear this confusion, the Supreme Court also said that the National Disaster Response Force and the PM CARES Fund are different, as one is a fund established through a government order and the other is a public charitable trust. Now let me tell you why the PM CARES Fund does not come under RTI scrutiny. Since the government has so far maintained that PM CARES is a private entity, therefore it does not come under the purview of right to information. Is NDRF subject to RTI scrutiny? Yes. Unlike PM CARES, the NDRF is subject to RTI scrutiny and is also audited by the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Hence, your money is going to a fund which is a non-government trust, being considered as a government trust just because it is chaired by the Prime Minister of India. As per a report, out of over 10,600 crores in the fund, over 3,200 crore was from public companies and nearly 1,200 crores from public sector employees, from out of salaries and wages of members of the defense forces and other government and semi-government organizations. Neither details of donors and amount received nor details of expenditure incurred are in the public domain. This lack of transparency is disturbing, as the state government handling the COVID-19 challenge were and continue to be in need of financial assistance. So, the money that the PM CARES so far should be put to use. If not, the government should be at least transparent about where the money is being used, as it is being taken from a common man's pocket. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay logical.